Hi, my name is Hannah, and today I'm here to talk to you about living with hereditary angioedema, which is also known as HAE. So you've just been diagnosed with the condition and you don't really know what to do next. When they first diagnose you, they tell you about how life-threatening and rare that the condition is. I know that this can be scary. It was for me too, but I can tell you that from my personal experience living with the condition and all the research that I've done that this doesn't have to be the case. There are simple changes and management strategies that you can use to help you live a healthy and fulfilling life. Today we're going to talk about some of those changes and strategies to help you live a happy life. The first changes that I recommend making when you're diagnosed with HAE is changing your diet. There are some foods that cause inflammation and some foods that fight inflammation. Because HAE is an inflammatory condition, you want to avoid those foods that cause inflammation so that they don't worsen your symptoms. Adding foods that fight inflammation will help lessen those symptoms and help you feel better in the end. Another factor that you want to take into account when managing HAE is the exercise that you do. It's important to get exercise, but you need to be careful about which type of exercises you do. High impact exercises like running, weightlifting, or even bicycling can trigger you to have an HAE attack, which is not good. So you want to do low impact exercises. I've found the ones that work best for me are ones like yoga, walking, or swimming because I can do them at my own pace. A very important thing to start doing when you're diagnosed with HAE is to keep track of how you've been feeling, attacks that you've had, medications that you've been taking, all of that sort of thing. You can do this in any way that works best for you. I found that journaling works the best for me just because it's easy, but you can also use the HAE Attack Tracker app, which you can have right on your phone. But like I said, you can do this in any way. It's an important thing to keep in mind when you're trying to figure out where the triggers that cause your HAE attacks are, is what are the most common places for HAE attacks to occur in. Those would be your face, throat, abdomen or stomach, hands, genitals, and feet. The ones that are in your throat and face are the most dangerous because those are the ones that can be life-threatening. Mine personally occur the most in my throat, abdomen, and hands. But remember that attacks can occur anywhere in the body. Probably the most important aspect of managing your HAE is taking your medication and taking it regularly. When deciding what type of medication to take, it can be a little overwhelming. While there aren't a lot of medications available for HAE, there are multiple types, which can be hard to choose from. The current medications that are available to treat HAE include pills, which are the normal kind that you take by mouth, also shots that are injected to body fat. This is called subcutaneous, and medicine that's injected through the veins like an IV. This is called intravenous. Personally, I prefer subcutaneous medication just because I find that it's the most effective in treating my HAE while being the most user-friendly. I'd like to note that even with taking medication regularly, it's normal to have an HAE attack break through. In this case, you want to be planned for having HAE emergencies. Some of the things that I recommend doing are having access to your rescue medication to ease the attack, having a written treatment plan to give emergency medical professionals, and also having an emergency contact sheet that has your specialist and family included. Something that has been really important for me in feeling like I'm living a more normal life, even with being diagnosed with such a serious condition like HAE, is having a support system of people that understand me and understand my challenges and can relate to those challenges. I have found this support system through the HAE Association, and they hold summits and events and virtual meetings all the time, and so it's really easy to connect with people through that. You can also find them on social media. I personally follow their Instagram account and I love it. So in conclusion, some of the important factors that I've found in managing HAE as well as the research that I've done are watching diet and exercise habits, keeping a log of medications and triggers to your HAE attack so that you can see what's going on with your body, the type of medications that you take for treating your HAE because everyone reacts differently, planning for emergencies so that you don't need to stress out in those situations, and finding that support system so that you have people to rely on. If you'd like any more information on the topic, I also have a guide that I created that has some of the same topics that we've talked about today. Also, feel free to ask any questions that you may have. Thank you.